Two truths and a lie. This is this anime podcast is a great one. The second one is a deer poops in the woods, but no one's there to smell it. Did it actually poop in the woods? And the final one is 5 jack-lanterns in the sky falls down. My co-host, Bjorvio, on the Anime Dudes podcast and Dad's podcast, is going to answer that question. Off you go, Bjorvio. Dancing Bunny.
The lie is the Anime Dudes and the Anime Dads podcast is great.
Yep.
Okay, because we know better than that.
Yep.
We know better than that. Y'all know it's better than that. We know it's better than that. The Anime Dudes and the Anime Dads podcast is top tier quality entertainment. And next year we will be receiving multiple Grammys, Emmys, and Soap Opera Dailies awards.
Soap Opera Daily. I think they're called Soapies, actually. Yeah, welcome everyone. It's great to have you on the show. I'm very excited to be here and very excited to talk to my main man, Bjorvio. Now, let's get into it. We're going to talk about something cool today. We're talking about a really amazing episode that we watched within the last month that we found was top tier. The best episode that we've watched in the last month. The anime itself might not be that good, but the episode itself is top tier. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about our improv and have 2 improv questions each. Bjorvio is going to start, and while he does it, he has to dance the entire time. So 2 questions for me, Bjorvio, and keep moving that booty.
You got it, sir. All right, so there's a popular, I don't know if this is a thing in New Zealand, but we have...
You look like you need to pee really badly, sorry.
That's the dance I'm going for. I'm doing it right. So we have this candy here in the States. It's called Sweet Tarts. I don't know if that's a thing over there, but they're very sweet, a little bit tart. They're all right. They're not too bad. I know I just blew your entire mind there. Now, if we reverse it, we get tart sweet, where it'd be mostly tart and a little bit sweet, okay? So, which anime character would give tart sweets out as a Halloween candy?
Vegeta, because he'd be forced along to the show. Your dancing's amazing. He'd be forced along to go trick-or-treating, and he'd give away some tart sweets just out of spite. But I like it. I like the look of it. I like the sound of it, and I want some. What's the second question for me, my dancing queen?
All right.
Dancing queen, young and sweet.
Only 17. All right,
That's,
anyway.
that's
so you're
okay.
7.
Yeah, continue.
You are 17 years old. And when you were 17 years old, I know you were training to be a Hashira, and it didn't quite work out due to the injury you sustained to your left shoulder blade.
Yeah, yep.
So rather than being a Hashira, you decided to hang up your katana, and instead you decided to go back to school. Okay? And you had a yellow octopus as your teacher, and he's like, "Hey, sup, man?" And so you go in your class and you start studying under him. What topic or what would your major be if he followed you all the way to college?
It would be... I can't even look at you. It would be... I can see you in the corner of my eye while I keep going though. It would be... For those listening, Bjorvio is doing some amazing moves. It would be a mixture of origami and calamari. And that's just because someone with the density of an octopus would know how to cook octopus the best. And then obviously assassination. Now, great questions, Bjorvio, and great dancing, even better dancing than your questions. But they were both amazing. My question's for you. Who would be the greatest, what anime character would be the greatest cop, and what would be the worst cop?
Chaozu, for the best. And I'll tell you why.
What?
Chaozu, yeah. And I'll tell you why. So... what we see Chaozu's abilities do in the get that anime dad, I love it. we see him have multiple abilities like telekinesis. He can shoot the Dodon ray, which is really, really fast. Um, and so I think he'd be, that's really all you need to be a good cop is telekinesis and the Dodon ray. And who would be a terrible cop is Krillin, because all he wants to do is go home and spend time with his wife and his young daughter. And let's be real, why would Krillin ever be a cop? That surely can't ever happen, right? I mean, obviously.
It really can't. It's it's inconceivable. It really is inconceivable. But oh, I love when he's like, I love that scene when he's a cop and One Piece comes on. His song is One Piece, his ringtone. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love when anime shows do that. Second question for you.
Sunny Straight isn't
Sunny
in One Piece or anything.
Straight. He's not. My next question for you. If you had to throw an anime character, like pick it up, pick him or her, and throw them as far as you possibly can, but you trained extensively for 3 weeks beforehand, and you had a trainer, a specific trainer who helped you prepare, and then you went on holiday. Where would you go on holiday, and what shop would you eat at that's run by an anime character?
Ooh, I like this. Okay. Um, if I could go and you know what, I've talked a lot about it on the podcast how I would love to go to Japan. Everyone knows that it's an anime podcast. Who's shocked by that? So I'm actually going to say I would go to. I've never been to Europe. I would like to go to Ireland or just something around there, and I would like to just eat at a restaurant in the middle of a mountain or like overlooking the bay or something like that. And the anime character that's serving me is Bakugo with his incredibly spicy curry.
Sure. And he's also wearing a kilt because it's Scotland or Ireland or in between and in the middle of the mountain.
Which is really unfortunate with his quirk.
Bjorvio, this is one of your Achilles elbows, but can you do Bakugo in a Scottish voice?
Okay. You're right. That's definitely one of my Achilles heels. Oh yeah, I got some haggis over here. Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Clip it.
That's all you're getting out of me, you dang nerd.
Clip it for sure. You know, people always told me people always told me I'm really bad at Greek mythology. It's almost like it is my Achilles elbow. It's very strange. All right. For those who got that joke, well done. Let's move into the bulk of our conversation today. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm ready to move and groove and dance. But dancing has happened already in the episode today. So now we're going to get to talking. And you know how one episode can take your breath away? You know, knock the stuffing right out of your ears?
Yep.
There's been a few over the years that blows your mind and makes you want more and more and more. Gets you excited, gets you pumped, and gets you adrenaline going. Now, the episode that you're talking about today, is it sad, happy, surprised? What emotions did you feel when you saw it?
Honestly, I was happy. I wasn't expecting to be as happy as I was. I started the episode kind of like, okay, like anticipation, because the previous one was really, it was good, but I was like, oh man, like we might have a loss on our hands here. Like this is crazy. Like not like a person dying, but like, you know, someone losing a fight. I was like, okay, well, this is crazy. And then I was overjoyed. I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Mm.
I was so happy. It's something I'd wanted for a while. So yeah, I was very excited by it.
A pony?
Actually, Sailor Moon.
It's gonna be hard, actually. I just thought about it to get to talk about the episodes without giving away spoilers for those who haven't watched it. But we'll do our best. We're very good. We're very good at what we do, so we'll work
Yep.
through it. Now, what did you do straight after you watched that episode?
That's actually a really good question. I got on Instagram and started looking up. Actually, I think it was I Googled who the voice actor was for this one scene, and then went and followed them on Instagram. Even though I watched it subbed, um, I was like, well, it was really, really good. So I did try and find the sub voice actor. Did not go as well as I hoped.
Never does.
No, it never does. But I did end up following the dub actor, and I am excited to see that scene.
What's his or her name?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. So you looked him up. That's fine.
I can go check my Instagram.
Yeah, my final question before you tell us about the episode itself. Were you by yourself or with someone else watching?
Good question. I was by myself.
Okay.
It
makes a
and it was
difference.
one of those where I kind of wished I wasn't just but that happens to me a lot when I'm watching anime. Is I'll just be watching something by myself and I'm like, did you? Oh yeah, that's just me. So I actually created an imaginary friend that like reacts with my anime stuff, and so I'll be like, dude, did you see that? And then he's always like, I mean, yeah, that was awesome, totally, dude. And then I just end up talking to myself. But you can't convince me it's myself in the moment because it's kind of like a support club for myself, run by myself.
I imagine you putting a mirror next to your couch and just looking in the mirror.
I wouldn't put it past me.
I do that too. The thing is, because you consume so much anime, and I'm the same, you can't watch it with someone all the time. You get pumped and invested in
Right.
one, and you have to just enjoy it and watch it yourself. But
Right.
exciting. Okay, so what is the episode that you watched, and what anime is it from?
Okay, so I will do my best to avoid spoilers, and I think I can do a pretty good job. The anime is I can't talk about the show without talking about which anime it's from. It's from Dragon Ball Daima.
Right, I'm not up to date with that. That's exciting.
I know, part of the reason I'm avoiding spoilers. It's during the fight when they are trying to get the second Dragon Ball in the Demon World. And the first fight had incredible animation. It was great. I loved it. This one I thought was going a very different direction, and it did. And I really enjoyed the episode itself was good, but I think there was a good amount of just I wouldn't even want to say fan service. I don't think I wouldn't even say that, like, not fan service, and like it was something that we as the fans were like, oh, that's really cool. And I really liked the way that they did it.
Like
I
call
thought
call back to the previous Dragon Ball type thing? Are you like saying like
a little bit,
yeah.
yeah, something a callback in a way. But it was just one of those like it really changed the fight in such a cool way. And I'm like, okay. And then it got me pumped for the rest of the series because I'm like, okay, so now that I've seen this, that gives me more information and gets me excited about where things could go in the future, what direction they're going to take. And I'm really excited about that. I'm not going to lie. I really am.
That's great. That's really cool. And Diama as a whole has been quite incredible for you. So the anime as a whole's been good. So this episode's not an outlier really. But if you would give Diama so far a rating out of 10 in comparison to the episode's rating out of 10, what would you give it?
Well, first off, I would say this episode was an outlier. Diama as a whole is good, but for those that know what I'm talking about, you know why it's an outlier. But overall, Um, at least with the sub, I've enjoyed most of it. There are parts here and there where I think the pacing could have been a little bit different, or something like that. But that's here or there. I would say the series as a whole, I'd give it maybe an 8.4, 8.5.
Oh, okay. And the episode?
Uh, I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
Very good. Okay, I like that. I'm excited to watch it. I've been letting it build up, and before I jumped on, but I'm very excited to watch it. Okay, so my episode, I started with emotion based. I was surprised, mostly appreciative, surprised, and educated.
Hmm.
I watched it with my family, so I wasn't alone, and I watched it in dub, and it is season. Let me just confirm. It's episode 3 of the new season of Doctor Stone, which is Light Trap
Oh,
in the Darkness.
oh,
Oh no, what's wrong? What's wrong?
okay, Dr. Stone
Yeah.
this season is so good. Like that is Dr. Stone, I'm not even kidding you, that's my number 2. Like if we had a list of
Amazing.
3, I think for me though, it probably would have been the first episode of that season 4 of
Okay.
Dr.
Is that
Stone.
what is that when they were doing the casino type stuff?
Yes, dude, I loved that scene. Like episode got me so hyped for Dr. Stone again. And so it's I would put the one that you're talking about like maybe like a 8.96 compared to a 8.95. Like they're so close. Like this whole season's been absolutely so stinking good.
I've been looking every day for the new episode, but I think it comes out tomorrow, so I'm pumped to watch it again. But very exciting. It's amazing. It's really really cool. And you know what I like about it too? It said I noticed in every episode it says the animals and nature in this episode are accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So from the sequoias and stuff like that, and you learn stuff about different countries, learn stuff about America, and seeing the team that, again, without giving away spoilers, the team united as a united front, the battle team, the different teams, and then that giant revelation that they're not
Mm-hmm.
alone, which is not a spoiler. They're not alone, and
No, it's in the opening credits. So you would know that. And they talked about it in season 3.
yeah, yeah, and as you know what happens when it's amazing. It's a very cool episode. We were all like, oh no! We all got excited and pumped for it, and shared the joy. And then I did still look in the mirror myself and said, "You got this, bro. You know that's pretty cool." And I blew a kiss to myself in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I would too if I looked like you and Sukasa.
Sukasa, he's too cool.
Bro, MVP of the episode right there, man. Like,
A
without
hundred
him, there
percent.
would have been some major trouble.
I know, and them bringing Hoyiga back to life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't expect that.
Not at all. Big surprise, but great episode. And again, I should have chosen it. We should have chosen an anime that was not very good, but the episode was very good. But that anime is amazing. That episode's
That's a
amazing.
topic for another day, though.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Very, very good episode. Um, if you listening have an episode that you like, but and you'd love us to watch, we'd watch it, and we'd report back to you. So send your feedback through, send your episode through, and we'd love to find out more about it. Now, did you have anything else to say about that, Bjorvio?
Uh, I'll throw in my runners up as well.
Please do.
So yeah, like I said, Doctor Stone. If Dragon Ball did not mean to me as much as it did, Dr. Stone would have beat it out. In terms of quality of the episode itself, quite honestly, I think Dr. Stone had a better episode. But the thing that I'm referring to it's just been a long time coming, and I'll leave it at that. Um, so
I
yeah,
think
Doctor
I know what
Stone
it
would have.
is. I've
I
seen,
think you do too. I
but
think you
that's
do too.
is that when Goku gets a haircut, right? He gets
Yep,
shaved.
completely bald. Don't know how he grows it back by super.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness.
The other one, the other two runners up was the first episode of Sakamoto Days. Just blew me away. I'm now reading the manga. I'm like 75 chapters in. It's incredible.
That's so cool that
Um,
you're reading the manga as well. And I mean, I was interested to see where it was going to go, and it seems to just be getting better and better and throwing some curveballs in there. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it as well. Great anime.
yeah. Final one is actually from the anime you recommended. How heavy are the dumbbells do you lift? Which, if you don't know that one, go check out our episode. I think it's like 2 or 3 back from now.
Hold on, are
I
you
actually really enjoyed that.
you still watching it?
No, I've only seen one episode, but it was this. It was good.
Oh, okay.
I do want to I do want to keep watching it though. Let's be real.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, no, another one, Solo Leveling, the most recent episode was absolutely
Yeah,
incredible. Every episode
I
seems
need
to
to get caught up on that. Oh my gosh.
be a new peak. Sorry, my daughter just handed me a notebook. She wants to show Bjorvio drawing, and I'll explain for the listeners. It's a rainbow. It's her band called the Flying Rainbows, and she invites Bjorvio to join. So, Bjorvio, would you like to be in the Flying Rainbows?
I would love to be the Flying Rainbows. I can be the marketing manager and just make sure that I schedule all the tours and stuff. Make sure that everyone make sure and get all the merchandise up to date and cool and stuff.
Goodness, he's gonna be your manager. That's cool, eh? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, she's very
You
happy
said
about that.
I will say though, when you said I have a notebook on an anime podcast, the first thing I thought of was, ah, crap, a Death Note.
Talking about Death Note, I watched it again, and after we lose, it's not a spoiler if you haven't watched Death Note yet, but after L disappears in a sense,
Mhm.
gets so much more boring.
It really does. It really does.
I'm like forcing myself to watch, but I'm like, oh, boring as heck.
I know. Plus, did you know the manga and the anime have different endings?
No,
Yeah, they do.
and it's better in the
Not by
manga.
much. Not by much. Um, it depends on the way that, it's like you said, spoilers. This anime's how old?
Yeah,
The way that Light dies
yeah.
is different. And I they both have their pros and cons, but part of me likes the manga better, part of me likes the anime better. I don't know which one I like better, honestly.
Exciting. I was actually going to talk about another episode. We'll do another episode on it, but who we should debate is Light in the right or L in the right. And I know most people say L is,
Ooh.
but it'd just be interesting.
You know
debate.
what though? I could take that case and still stand on Light Yagami. I mean, I'm with you. I agree on L, but just for argument's sake, I
Yeah.
could be Light's attorney. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, we could. Oh, we should do that. We should, yeah, lawyer room. I like it. I like it.
Objection.
All right. Talking about lawyers, let's get into our improv. You see the magic word, lawyers. So let's get into our improv section for this afternoon.
Woo.
So I'd like. How's your voice? Is it warmed up? Is it ready to go?
Think it sounds good.
Beautiful. Amazing. All right. I'm going to give you. Have you got your phone on you?
I do.
I'm going to message you.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh, I love it when you message me.
and say, privately, and you need to read what I send in different voices. Does that make sense? You choose the voice, but you read it in different voices. Okay.
Yep. All right. Do I get to choose the emotion and stuff too?
You can choose. Oh no, I'll choose the. No, yeah, no, I'll choose the emotion. Okay.
Okay. All right. While he's typing it up, this is a great time for you to go follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
This one needs to be sad. Go.
All right. I, I, um, I love I love little apples.
All right, I didn't send him that. That was just a weird thing that he said himself. No, I'm joking. All right, next one needs to be super happy.
All right.
They want a banana pie on that side.
Say it again. Say it again.
Ooh, I want a banana pie on that slide.
Very good. Very good. All right, now I do it really, really, really happy.
Get that guy!
Nice. Now curious.
Hoo, ha, hoo. Hey, little baby. Oh, what's your mom's number there? Because I think she'd like to give it to me. Oh, look at how pretty I am.
Um, this needs to be mysterious.
Oh, well, yes, I do shave my sorts.
Okay, this one needs to be sad.
Cherries. On the floor. Don't! Don't stop me now.
That's my favorite so far. All right. You buy time for a moment. This is going to be the longest one. Buy time. Go.
All right. So if you would like to follow us, you can also give us suggestions for episodes. You can give us ideas for social media posts, or heck, you can just reach out to us if you want to talk about anime. We're all really cool people, so we would love to hear from you. That's really all I got in terms of promotion. But hey, you know what's really cool? You can always, our podcast is always available, so you can go back and check more episodes out at any time. Can you believe we're almost, okay, real talk, we're almost at 100. We're almost at 100. Like, that's crazy. We should do something for the 100th. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure that out.
Real meaningful and motivational. You should I agree with that actually. Meaningful and motivational. Go.
Okay. All right. All right. Get serious now. First eat grandpas and treats on my aeroplane. Love the ocean and fish. And I love little licky lucky lamps. What the heck did I just read? I only read like half of that.
I hope Justin Brown is not listening, but that was perfect.
Part of me hopes he is, because he can subscribe to our podcast on Instagram and take. No, I'm kidding.
That's true. Amazing, bro. That was great. That was great. I just wrote down random things, and you should do a what's that thing that people pay money to get you to do different voices and stuff like that? It's called something with a K.
Good question. I don't know.
It's great though. You should, and then I'll be your number one customer every day asking for random random things.
Okay, but let's be real. You asked me to say I am here every day anyway. I could
That's
just
true.
charge you for it.
That's so true. Just check your Venmo afterward every time.
Oh, good. 5 cents.
All right. Well, take us home with the voice of you choosing, Bjorvio. It's been another incredible episode. I am happy. I'm on top of the world. I'm Cloud9. And make sure the ending of this reflects that. So make sure that you're ecstatic, but almost overly ecstatic. That you're maniacal and psychotic.
All right, I'll do my best.
My goodness, we just had another great episode of the Anime Dude and the Anime Dance podcast. I haven't been this excited since that time that one time I found All Might and I told her that I got into UA and then I had to break my finger because I was throwing a ball really, really hard. And he was like, Deku, you can't just use your quirk in order to break your finger all the time. You got to be able to throw a ball without using your quirk. And I was like, oh, that's exactly what Mr. Aizawa said. And then Bakugo came into the scene and oh, it was really great. You really had to be there. But please come back next week. We have another exciting episode and it's going to be great. It's going to be so plus ultra. So you're really not going to want to miss it. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll even have more voice cracks. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. And that other thing, right? Speaking of Plus Ultra, go beyond Plus Ultra.